Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by Betting Pros. You know me, you know the voice, you know the guys. Me, really real, villain real, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right, it was a good day. Very, very good day on a what was that, Monday? Yeah, Monday. I get my days mixed up. I don't know what's going on here, but we were able to not only have a good All-Star weekend, but then come back on a day with no NBA and absolutely zero NBA and be able to do this. Very, 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 very good. So we were able to go, hey, this weekend, Aaliyah Edwards in the one-on-one unrivaled league competition, play even money against Arike Gumawale. And I was very, very confused on why the book set Arike as the favorite, knowing how Aaliyah was playing over the course of that whole tournament. But easy win there. Her size was too much for Enrique. She's able to get the win. And if you went and actually played Nafisa Collier to win the tournament, then you were able to cash out there. So very, very nice if you went through and played that. And we also had social media play over the weekend. The unders, I play them every single year. I play every single first round under in the 3-point contest, and we had a very, very good year. The unders went 6-2, so that was a great social media play that hit over the course of the weekend pertaining to the 3-point contest. Team Mullins was able to get the win plus 230 in the Rising Stars competition, and we did not hit All-Star MVP. It went chalk and it went Steph, and granted, probably should have been on it. Golden State, all of that. It is what it is. However, All-Star weekend was fun. But this is what we're talking about. Finally, a good sweep on college basketball. Howard, a little bit of HBCU's hoops going on here. Howard laying 13.5, South Carolina State laying 16.5. Both of them get the win. Both of them get the cover. Very, very good. And it feels great to start the week off like that. So again, no NBA for a little while here, so we're going all college basketball on this slate for fast break bets here. But before we talk about that, I got to remind you one more time of our Alonzo Mourning signed jersey giveaway. Just subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube and comment on any fast break bets video, and you will have an opportunity to go ahead and win an Alonzo Mourning signed jersey. So go ahead and tap in. Make sure you get subscribe to Betting Pros and comment on any fast break bets video. You have a chance to win that Alonzo Mourning jersey. Okay, here we go. We laid two incredibly large numbers on Monday. Let's start Tuesday off again, laying a very, very large number because number two, Florida is welcoming Oklahoma to the swamp. Florida's laying 15.5 here, 156.5 is the total. And I'm here to tell you that Oklahoma is very, 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 very bad in the SEC. Now, that hurts my heart to say because I am a Porter Moser guy. I really, really enjoyed Porter Moser when he was coaching those Loyola Chicago teams that were really, really good and made runs in the tournament. And he came over to Oklahoma. He just hasn't been able to find his footing. And despite Oklahoma looking really, really good in non-conference play to start the season, they got in the SEC play and looked absolutely horrible. And looking at Oklahoma, they're coming off of a loss at home to LSU, who is also really, really bad in the SEC. I just think that this Florida team here is a team that I'm looking at as a national championship contender. They continue to find offense and score the basketball. Look at their last four games. They've scored 88 against South Carolina, who is actually a really good defense, despite them not being a good team. And we might actually talk about South Carolina a little bit later. We have Mississippi State 81 on Mississippi State is really, really good. Chris Jans teams really don't give up that many points like that. That 90 piece in Auburn in a win. Not too many teams can say they beat Auburn this season, and 86 against Vanderbilt. Like they've been very, 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 very good against scoring the basketball. And it's all stemmed from that loss at Kentucky where they weren't able to get anything going offensively. They have now found their stride and they've completely locked in and they're beating teams, like dominating teams. They won that game against Auburn, 81-68 against Mississippi State, 88-67 against South Carolina. I just don't think, while Oklahoma is a solid defensive team, I don't think they have anything offensively to be able to combat anything close. Like they have to pitch a near shutout to be able to cover this line. And I don't think they're going to be able to do it. I think Florida's going to find ways to score the ball. Maybe it may not be the 80 points a game, 80 points per game that they're used to, but I still think that they're going to be able to score. And I don't think that Oklahoma's going to find any offense in this game at all. So I'm back in Florida Gators here, laying 15 and a half. Another big number. We hit 2 on Monday. Let's hopefully that roll that over and let's get another one here. I like Florida laying 15 and a half. Play number 2. Talked about South Carolina here. South Carolina is on the road going to play LSU, two bottom feeder teams in the SEC. Matter of fact, if I were to play my toilet bowl drop, I would definitely two last place teams along with Oklahoma here in the SEC. South Carolina has yet to get a win in the SEC, but I think they can get one here against LSU. LSU's laying 2.5 here. I think there's 3.5s out there, but I really, really don't know. No, it's just 2.5. Yeah, it's only 2.5. So that line's dropped. It was at 3.5. It's only at 2.5 now. Don't think that it's going to drop any further, but you probably should be good here. Nonetheless, LSU probably shouldn't be laying 2.5 points against anybody. LSU is a really, really bad basketball team. They're terribly inconsistent. And guess what? They are coming off of a win, something that they haven't done much at all this season. So I think this is a very, very good opportunity to be able to fade them with that road win that they got against Oklahoma. They're probably riding high, feeling really, really good about that. They have a look ahead spot. Notice how I didn't say this about Florida, but LSU might be looking ahead to Florida. I don't know how you can look ahead being as bad as you are this season, but nonetheless, here I'm very much on South Carolina, just fading this LSU team laying any type of points. South Carolina actually has a really, really good defense, and if you look at that Oklahoma game, it was really the stars for LSU, where you had Cam Carter, who was lights out, 10 for 17, 5 from 10 for 3. He had 29, 22 points from Damian Collins, and they also had well, my boy Bailey came in and he had a really, really good game. But they've been so inconsistent. Every time I look up at LSU, they may be in a game, and the next game they're getting blown out. And so I'm just gonna fade LSU coming off of a win. I don't think this is a turnaround for this team. This South Carolina team has been in games over the course of this stretch. They almost beat Florida during this stretch of games where they couldn't get a win. They almost beat Ole Miss, a ranked Ole Miss team. They were able to almost beat them. They were in the game with Texas A&M. Yes. Did they get destroyed by South Carolina? Yes. Did they get destroyed by Alabama? Yes. The really only question mark I have during that stretch is the 20-point loss to Oklahoma. That's really, 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 really bad. But Lamont Paris has this team competing every single night. I think if you compete and you give yourself a chance with LSU will make the mistakes in the end. So I'm taking a chance here. I think South Carolina goes get their first win in the SEC on the road at LSU here. Give me South Carolina plus 2.5. I'm not mad at you if you sprinkle on the money line either. I think South Carolina is in this game, and I think they have a really, really good chance to win this game at the end. So those are the two plays for me on fast break bets for a Tuesday. I like Florida laying 15.5 here, and I like South Carolina plus 2.5 here. Those are the two college basketball plays. Hopefully, we can get another sweep here. I feel good about these. So, a couple of plays in SEC for me, and that's how we wrap up fast break bets at really real underscore. Give me a follow on X at BettingPros on X and TikTok at BettingPros NFL on Instagram and YouTube.com/BettingPros, where comment, subscribe, like, all of that, and you can get an entry for an Alonzo Mourning signed jersey. We are giving that away next week, so make sure you do that. All right. With that, that is it. I have nothing else saying, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just going to do like this. We are out of here.